Hello, everyone, and welcome to the, what's that, 100th episode of Record Club?
Wow.
Can you believe this?
Congratulations.
Happy 100 episodes, Jennie. I feel like you've been on for at least,
90?
I would say a minimum of 15, probably more than that.
Really?
I would think. I think.
I have no idea.
Me neither. I guess I could have counted before we did this, but I didn't. But
That sounds like you.
my guess, yeah, it sure does. But my guess is somewhere around that. So thank you for
My
being
guess
on.
is 11.
Okay.
We'll see
I'm
if
gonna
you're right
I'm gonna
by
find
there.
out. I'll put the answer in the description, and that way we all know. In case you're dying to know, I'll do the work for us. I'll count it out. Don't worry.
You will?
Yeah.
Or I will, and I'll tell you.
I'll do it.
We'll see.
I'll let you know in the comments too if she did it or if I did it. Well, anyways, Jennie, thanks for being on once again. You've been on a lot lately, and I've really liked
know.
it. We were driving over here, and I was like, I have a lot of fun doing this with you. Like, it was like, I really do. So
That was private.
okay.
That was
So-
private information.
sorry about
was
that.
Not for them. That was
Sorry,
for me.
it was our moment. And
He
I
did
ruined
say
it.
that. I agreed. I have fun doing this too, even though I used to be so scared.
You were so nervous. You were
I
so.
still am nervous.
Are you really?
Yeah, because I just don't want to be an asshole. And I also,
No.
sometimes I really don't like a thing. And then I don't want other people to feel bad that I don't like the thing that they like. Unless
Yeah.
the thing is like Donald Trump or Elon Musk, then eat my ass. I don't fucking care if you don't like that.
Sure.
But if it's like your music, like last time I was talking shit about John Mayer and Dave Matthews,
Yeah, that's fine.
which I stand by.
This is our opinions. It's fine. If people, I listen to movie podcasts or whatever, and they don't have the same opinion as me, it's fine. I'm not like mad about it. When Howard Stern hates something that I love or loves The Gorge,
You hate that.
I make fun of him.
Okay, The Gorge was fun. I liked it.
It was, yeah, but it wasn't like the best movie I've ever seen. Like
No one is saying that.
he did.
It didn't win an Oscar.
Well, it won't. It shouldn't.
How dare you? Miles Teller was a dream.
So is
that his
Anna
name?
Taylor-Joy. Yes, you're right. That's his name. Anyways, hello. We're all over the place, but we're having a good time because we're celebrating.
Okay, it's late at night.
It's late at night.
tired.
We are both a little tipsy because we're so tired, not because of anything. There's no.
I'm not tipsy at all. Another lie. Wow.
Well, anyways, we are celebrating, and we are talking today about Prince 1999, which, as you said last episode, was the year that you graduated high school.
I
Shouts
did.
out.
I'm very old.
You're not very old.
I'm older than you.
That is true. Well, I was talking to someone at dance class, and I was picking them up, and they said they graduated from 1994. So that's, I'll tell you later.
You're going to forget, and then I'll never know.
Yeah.
Give me a hint.
Well,
Does she have an interesting name?
it was a dad. It was
Oh, then I don't give a fuck. Who are the dads? I don't even know who they are.
you know him. Anyways, doesn't matter.
Do you?
Yeah. Anyways, so 1999, the year you graduated. Now, I will say
Arya's dad.
no.
Okay, I'll come back.
It was the year that I probably went to the most Padres games. I know you're saying, why are you saying this? Who cares?
How do you know that?
Because I was old enough where I was like 14, 15, and I would go with my dad to work all the time when he worked the games, and then I would just go hang out with my friends, and we would just get the $5 tickets and just like walk around and have like a fun time. But they played this song before every single game, and I feel like I heard this 1999
rules.
song a trillion times that year.
Yeah, I mean, we all did. Like, it was my senior class, senior song, of course, as everyone that graduated in 1999. I'm
So
sure
you
was
probably heard
theirs.
it like your whole high school because they're like, this is class of 99, let's play the
much.
song.
Yeah, like starting freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
That was like our thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which I like the song, but I did get pretty sick of it by the time
Yes.
I graduated high school, and I wish to never hear it again.
Yep.
But now I like it again because you don't hear it as often.
Also, I had never heard the non-radio edit until this week.
Could be a shorter song.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, a lot of these songs could be shorter.
Yeah, sometimes I don't mind a super long song, as we discussed last week.
Yeah.
But a few of these we could have cut a couple minutes.
Now, they did do that when they released. So this is a double LP, which he had a fight for. He wanted 2 records with this, but when they put it on cassette tape, they cut out a song because it didn't fit on a cassette. So they cut out, I think that was DSMR. And
Oh.
then when they released when CDs first came out, they only held a certain amount of minutes and it didn't fit this. So they cut out 2 songs.
This isn't even a long album.
I mean, an hour and 10 minutes, I guess. Not really, but they didn't want to make 2 CDs for it. So if you bought the first CD of this album or cassette, it did not have all the songs.
I did have the CD, but I have no idea if the song was on.
Yeah, well, I mean, you probably didn't buy the first edition in 1982 or
No, I did when I was a year old. I went out and got this myself. I went to the Sam Goody.
Wow, with
Picked
your
it up.
allowance money?
You know, I never made allowance.
Sam Goody. Hell yeah. All right, well, I do have some fun facts on this album and a fun story to go along with it. Okay.
Hey, you know how I feel about people saying a fun story? It better be fucking fun.
Well, it's not actually, for Prince, it's not fun, but interesting story. How's that?
Better be interesting.
Okay, well, fingers are crossed. Okay, so this album came out in 1982, right? But in 1981, Prince
Great year.
had the opportunity to open for the Rolling Stones. Have you heard about this?
No.
Okay.
I thought you were going to ask if I've ever heard of the Rolling Stones.
He had an opportunity to open for them. So I guess Mick Jagger was a huge Prince fan, but he only had his first 2 albums at that point. But Mick Jagger's like, I've never seen anything like this. This is great. And so like Prince did a show in New York. It was smaller, but they said like everyone was there. Like Kiss was there to see Prince. And I know you don't like still. I think David Bowie was there and
Ooh.
Mick Jagger. You know, all of them were like in the crowd watching him. And so Mick Jagger's like, yo, Prince was great. We're doing the 2 shows in LA in the Memorial Coliseum. Let's have Prince open for us as one of the bands.
Okay.
And so he offered it to Prince. Now, Prince came out, and he was wearing a trench coat, thigh-high boots, and bikini briefs.
I'm interested.
Right. This is a huge crowd, obviously, because the Coliseum is like massive.
Yes.
They said there was like 70,000 people there, something crazy like that. You know,
That's a lot.
So he got 3 songs in. I should also say that they were performing 2 nights, October 9th and 11th. There was a Saturday off. So he performed 3 songs, and the crowd fucking turned on him and started booing. And I heard the audio of like the boos and stuff like that. And it was bad, like booing, shouting slurs at him, like throwing things on stage.
Because of the outfit?
I think for a lot of reasons, yeah. So he just walked off the stage.
No shit.
His band, who I heard interviewed about this finished the last song that they were playing, not knowing what to do. And then when he was gone and didn't come back, like, I guess we're just done. So they walked off too.
Yeah.
They went to the dressing room. Prince had already left. He had just walked out, and then he flew home to Minneapolis. Like, goodbye.
Respect.
Fuck this. So he just straight up left. Then he got a call from Mick Jagger. Was like, I am so sorry. That was awful. I felt I know. I feel terrible. Please come back and do the second show. I'm so sorry. Please.
I don't think I'd come back.
Prince was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not coming back. Then Prince's manager or some promoter called him, and somehow, they don't know how, convinced him to fly back to LA to do another show. So this time he went out, and I guess it already became like a story about how he was booed off the stage and people, whatever. So when he came out on October 11th, it was instant. People were throwing bottles of Jack Daniels at him.
It was worse?
It was way worse. They said that like
This is why you don't come back.
a bottle of Jack Daniels, like, so it was like inches from his face. Like, it was like so bad.
Was it full?
I think it was empty, but still, that would suck.
Yeah, I was just wondering if people were wasting their alcohol.
Oh no, they should have drank it. So they were like came prepared to like boo the shit out of him. And I guess they said some people thought he wasn't rock and roll and he was like disco, and they were really against that in 1981. And they thought that like
People are such haters.
I know he didn't belong here and like whatever. And so he just left after like half of one song, and then said, "Fuck this! I'm never doing this again." And he vowed to never open for another band ever again after this, which he didn't. That was the last time he ever opened for a band. But then he went straight to the studio and started recording this album. Like, and he was like, the person who was helping record was like, he was very quiet, but not like sad. He was just like, wasn't really like talking. He was sad, of course, but like, he wasn't like outwardly sad. He was just pulled it all in.
Quietly dying inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a really fun story. I'm glad you told me
It was interesting.
I feel really good about it.
Right. Now, they're bringing this up because a lot of people see this as a turning point in Prince's career, and he doubled down on who he was, though, because he was like, I don't give a fuck about these people. I'm not changing for them. And like he's like, I'm also not gonna like conform to these rock and roll like norms. I'm gonna be who I want to be, and so I'm gonna make this album whatever I want it to be. And so he did. Then later on, this is like recently, Keith Richards came out and talked about this event, and he said like our audience just didn't get it, but Prince was great, and we felt bad. Like it was. Yeah,
but it doesn't really matter if you get it. Show some fucking respect.
Yeah, and I think if I was the Rolling Stones, I'd be like, fuck this crowd.
That's what I'm saying, because if I'm the Rolling Stones, I invited this person to be my opener. It's not some random person that gets assigned to me that I'm like, why the fuck are they here?
Right.
That was their guest. If you respect the band, then you should respect the guest.
Like Mick Jagger should come out on stage like, what the fuck? Like, been pissed off, you know?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have performed if I was him, because he had enough money to break a contract, and believe me, I would, because I will fuck over myself so hard to prove a point.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, so I thought that was an interesting story about how he started working on this album.
I didn't like that story at all. I'm depressed.
It wasn't interesting?
It was interesting.
Ah!
Now
I just wanted you to be interested in things I was saying.
I'm going to throw myself into the gorge.
Oh, God. Once they went down in the gorge, everyone, that movie.
No spoilers. You guys have to see it.
You don't.
It's really good.
It's on Apple Plus, and you don't have to see it, but if you want to, you can.
It's not very good. But I did have fun watching it. We watched it with Emma and Beckett.
Yeah,
and
they had a great time.
Loved it.
Beckett fucking and he keeps saying that this one moment, peak moment.
Trash taste.
Peak moment. He says that all the time, peak.
He does say that a lot. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
I know. He's
17-year-old.
He's a 17-year-old senior. He says things.
But Prince was already releasing music at 17, so what the fuck is Beckett up to? He hasn't released one song.
He does.
And he shouldn't, because he's tone deaf.
Oh my God. We talked about that today in the car too, and that was also, I thought, private. But we're saying a lot here tonight.
He doesn't watch this.
Can you imagine if he did? Art? I think if you watched the last episode and talked about like shower stuff, they would not be into that.
Oh my God,
they would not.
What if the kids found out we had sex?
They would be upset.
Well, unfortunately for them, I say it all the time.
Fair enough. Okay.
Kids should know that sex exists and it's fun, healthy.
That's true. Okay, fair enough. Okay, well.
We've wasted a lot of time. We've said nothing.
I think we said a lot. This album, I'm going to move this because I always get paranoid that I hit stop. Even though I didn't, I'm going to move it. This album cemented Prince as a superstar. Like, when this came out, he became, I would say, almost bigger than the Rolling Stones. He was huge. He was massive. And it set the stage for him to release Purple Rain, which is... We've already covered, but that was like the top. It was in the top 10. I forget what number it was, but very high up. So there we go.
Yeah, when this album came out, he was only 24.
That's wild. Also, can you imagine? Like, I like that he just like is wearing these briefs and the knee-high boots, and it's like, I don't give a.
He's doing his thing.
Fuck, this is what I'm wearing.
This was his 5th studio album. That's so young to have 5 albums.
Can you believe that?
No. This was the first album recorded with his band Revolution. It was also his first top 10 album on the Billboard 200. It peaked at number 9, but then it did chart again after he died in 2016, and it reached number 7.
Oh.
So higher than it originally was.
How about that?
30 years before. Rolling Stones ranked it as number 16 on its 100 greatest albums of the 1980s. And it was number 163 on the 2003 version of their 500 greatest albums of all time. And then it stayed there in the 2012 rankings. And then it was re-ranked 130 when they did it again in 2020. Right. It's also inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 2008.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Pretty good.
How about that?
That's all I have for album research, because that was your job this week. I only did song research. And full disclosure, I did it all today, and I could only allow myself 20 minutes to research each song so that I would have enough time to finish the whole album today.
That is so great. It's fine. Thank you. Thank you for your work. She's so busy. and just
busy.
life, but like with her job, and for her to do this extra thing is so nice.
I also always assume you're going to have a different guest on each week, so I don't start doing research. Like when we leave the next day, I'm not like, better get working on Prince. I assume that someone else will do the show once in a while because Prince is amazing. Wouldn't everyone want to do this?
I think you have a very broad taste in music, very eclectic.
Okay.
And so I feel like a lot of these things we hit, it's like, oh man, Jennie would love this. This is Jennie.
I love a lot of things.
You love a lot of things. And I think I love that about you. But I think that makes it so like you are here for like so many weeks because you just like everything, you know?
True.
True.
Well, I don't like everything.
No, you
I'm
hate
actually
some
a real
things.
bitch about
Some things.
lots of stuff.
Sure. But not this. Not Prince.
No. And if it's ever Motown, it's going to be me.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of things that if it's ever Madonna, it's going to be you.
Oh my God, I'm waiting for
or
the day.
Mariah Carey or
Ugh,
Whitney
dreams.
Houston. All these things are going to be you.
All my
So,
divas?
Yeah. So there's a lot that we're going to run into that's going to be you.
I already got Shania Twain, so
Yeah.
that's
But
one.
there's some bands that won't be you. That's, when we get Pearl Jam, you won't be on that episode.
I will not.
I know. That's fine.
Can't believe you'd bring that up to me.
I'm sorry.
First kiss and now this. Fuck.
Okay, let's get into the songs. Let's
Massive.
start it off. Now, I'm going to hit play, and I don't want you guys to get scared and think that the world's ending or your computer is yelling at you. This is part of the song. So buckle up.
Trigger warning.
Just a trigger warning. Don't freak out. This is supposed to be fun.
Don't worry,
Oh, it's so quiet.
Very quiet.
hurt you.
I won't hurt you.
I only want you to have some fun.
Okay. I didn't know that was part of the song. I didn't.
Until just now, or
No, well, I mean, until this week.
Like, did you not listen to it?
No, this week. I thought it started right here.
Just the radio.
Yeah, it starts here. I'm assuming everyone's heard the song, but for all you younger people who don't remember the year 1989 or weren't born yet, I can't tell you how much this was played. It was all day, every day, everywhere in 1999. It was the shit.
It was.
I was talking to Lennon about this on the way home from dance class, and I don't know why I had this thought, but I'm like, this came out in 1982, and it's about 1999, so it's like seeing about the future. Now it's obviously the past, but then I was saying like, if he would have wrote this song today for about the same amount of time in the future, it'd be 2042. Isn't that weird? Not weird?
Yeah.
It's not weird. Okay, fine, forget it.
Another fun fact.
Shut up.
Okay.
Okay, what do you got?
Speaking of facts, this song peaked at number 44 on the Billboard Hot 100, and then it was re-released a year later, and it made it up to number 12.
Wow.
Then it charted again in January of 1999 at number 40, and then recharted again after his death and made it to number 27,
Mm-hmm.
which is weird because it made the top 100 in 3 separate decades.
I will also say, full disclosure, that right now Johnny and Meg are recording an episode of Johnny TV, and they're saying fuck LOL. So the chat is saying maybe it's bad.
Oh, I thought maybe
He's
got that
trying to get a
thing.
trick shot in some game, and he said, if you ever hear me yelling, anyways.
Oh, no, I heard a no. It was
Yeah,
an anguished
I think
cry.
they
At first
almost
I thought
got
it was
it.
a cry of victory.
No, but if you want to know what was recorded at the same time as us, go watch Johnny TV on Johnny's channel.
Johnny
and
losing
him and Meg doing
again.
trick shots.
All right, anyway. This is impressive because it charted in 3 separate decades, which is rare
Wow.
for a song. So
Nice.
well done. Unfortunately, one of those times was because he died, but
Wow.
still good. This is number 339 on Rolling Stone's 500 Greatest Songs of All Time.
Mm-hmm.
And this was actually the last track recorded for the album. And it's first on here. He got feedback from the record label saying that they needed one more song to kind of tie the whole thing together.
Mm-hmm.
So they wrote this. And the inspiration for this song came from an HBO documentary that Prince and the band watched together while they were on tour. And the documentary was called The Man Who Saw Tomorrow. It was about Nostradamus and his prediction of the end of the world being in 1999.
Oh, I thought it was 2012.
I don't know. I read this quickly today.
That's fine.
So-
No. I'm saying no.
This bitch
Nostradamus.
always challenging.
No, I'm
every-
saying Nostradamus. Okay, sorry. That was the Mayans. I take it back.
Yeah,
so
you're
sorry.
right.
Yep.
This fucker. Incorrected again.
I'm sorry.
Every fucking day. Anyway, they watched this documentary together, and then the next day he came into the studio with the song already written. He just started passing out the lyrics to the band and was like, we're going to try this today. Like, it was done. He was ready.
I heard that a lot of this album, like most of it was all him. Like he did so much of it.
Yeah.
And that like the Revolution, which weren't credited as that yet because they weren't that yet. Mostly did like this is singing, but he did like all the instruments, produced it. He did so much.
He's pretty talented.
Yeah.
He could do some things.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The song is just about like this huge party happening because the world's about to end.
Mm-hmm.
But he had said in interviews that he'd meant it to be hopeful. Like,
Oh.
So it's like, But guitarist Des Dickerson had said in an interview that the energy and the vibe was so good during some parts of this recording that even though they were fucking it up and like making technical mistakes, they still wanted to use it. So then Prince said, you know what? When there's something in the track that you don't want in there, put an explosion over it. Put an explosion over the mistakes. So all the times that you're hearing like those little like explosions, it's because somebody fucked up.
That's hilarious.
Like playing an instrument, and the take was so good they wanted to use it anyway.
Wow. How funny.
So Phil Collins was a huge Prince fan, and he really loved this song. So when he wrote a line in Sue Studio, there's a keyboard like line that's influenced by this song. It sounds just like it.
Oh,
I did not listen to that.
Okay. There's more. Damn, you got more than one page. You're awesome.
Yes.
Go ahead.
He made a music video for this song, and
Right.
this is right when MTV is starting
First
out.
starting, yeah.
So he had a video for this, and it was in heavy rotation, and that made him one of the first black artists to like be played a lot on MTV, which is terrific. Then he vowed to retire the song after his pay-per-view concert called Rave Unto the Year 2000, and he said, this is going to be the last time we play it. There won't be any need to play it in the 2000s.
How funny.
However, he did play a part of the song during his Super Bowl halftime performance in 2007, but it's like, well, you have to.
Yeah.
A lot of covers on this one.
Yeah.
I listened to 0 of them because I was so uninterested in hearing Meatloaf sing 1999.
I could see that.
But it was also covered by Billy Joel
Mm.
and Beck. I thought you
Ooh,
might like.
I would like that.
Elvis Costello, which we have beef. He and I will never be friends.
That's fair.
That one Howard Stern interview killed him for me.
Ugh.
Limp Bizkit covered this. Ween, Primus. A lot of people I didn't expect.
Yeah. It's funny how most of the time, Johnny loves Ween, by the way, for the way.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Oh, the band?
Got him.
He didn't even hear it.
I'll tell him what you said later. He's going to love it.
Yeah, he doesn't fucking watch this show. What an asshole.
He doesn't. You're
Oh,
right.
I thought you were going to say he does. I
No.
just
I
made
mean,
that. I didn't know that he
no.
didn't.
I mean, he...
Wow, you guys don't support each other.
No, I don't watch
That's
Johnny
tough.
TV.
Why would you? It's trash. I'm just kidding. I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's very funny.
So, I was going to say something, but it's all gone now. I don't know.
Sorry.
Something
That's
about...
my bad.
Your joke was better than what I was going to say, I'm sure.
Oh, of course.
Something about it, though.
I bet it was so funny, and I
I
apologize
don't think
because I
it
took
was
that
even-
from you
it
guys.
wasn't even that
You
funny.
could have enjoyed that
And,
moment.
you know, a lot of times people can be like, Rocco, for example, can be like, 1 second, I'll get it back. And then he gets it back. For me, it's just gone forever.
it's
It's just
not
gone to
coming
the ether. It is forever gone. So goodbye. All right. Well, let's listen to the next song, Little Red Corvette. Now, I heard that he did both 1999 and Little Red Corvette in the same day, like wrote them both in the same day. I don't know if that's...
I didn't hear that.
Okay, well, that's...
But
see?
I only had 20 minutes. I don't know. Could be true.
Yeah, sure. Let's say it is. This is for fun. Let's listen to Little Red Corvette. Wait, it's gonna... I feel like I should turn up our speaker a little bit. It's very quiet on our end.
Okay.
You
Does it
think?
sound good to them?
I think so. I mean, it's probably not too loud, I hope. I'm making the sound mix a little quieter for them.
It's like we can barely hear it.
I think this is my favorite song on this album.
Really?
Yeah. Not yours?
No, I didn't even like this. When I was listening to the album, I kept saying, might be my fave, might be my fave,
And
as I was going.
And this isn't even...
No, and
on-
I love this song.
Yeah, this
I
is,
know every word.
this is a good song.
But that isn't. I know every word.
Yeah, you know, this is great.
No, I love this song. It's not my favorite.
Yeah. Fade it out.
We don't have to have the same favorite.
No, we don't. Okay, that was the best fade yet.
Right. This was the second single off the album and his first top 10 hit.
See? I don't know if I said C, but yes.
You showed me.
Showed you.
This peaked at number 6.
Yeah.
And it was his first single to perform better on the pop charts than on the R&B chart.
Damn. How about that? I know that it's one of the earliest uses of a drum machine in a major pop hit.
Oh, nice.
And
Okay.
not the last, I'm guessing.
No, it was the last one.
That was the last time.
This song charted again after he died. It peaked at number 20. Sad.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling Stone ranked it as number 108 on their 500 greatest songs of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And then Des Dickerson's solo was ranked as number 64 all-time greatest solo by readers of Guitar World.
Whoa, and I trust them.
What? Well, I do.
I'm not. That sounded sarcastic, but I meant it.
You know, it did sound sarcastic.
Well, I meant it sincerely.
This song is about casual sex.
Yes,
My favorite kind. I like to be very casual.
Oh,
Just kidding. I only have sex with you.
Phew,
But there
that was
was
close.
a lot of stories that said that he came up with this song after taking a little nap in the back of Lisa Coleman's car. Lisa is the one that does piano and keyboards and sings. So she drove a pink Mercury Montclair Marauder. And so everyone's like, oh, yeah, he would fall asleep in there. And then he woke up and wrote this song. But Lisa did an interview with the BBC in 2019, and she cleared it up.
Okay.
She said Prince was always borrowing her car, and she said he was crashing it all the time. He would come in and be like,
no.
I dinged it again. Because he would just like hit poles and stuff because it was huge and get yellow paint on it, and she was mad.
Okay.
But he would borrow it so he could hook up with the singer Vanity, who he was dating at the time.
Oh.
So she said, Lisa says, I imagine they were making out or doing whatever in the backseat of my car, and they probably had a wonderful moment of afterglow, which is when he got the seed of the idea. But it's not a red Corvette, it's a pink Mercury.
Interesting.
Yeah, so he was fucking in her car.
Little pink Mercury. Not as
that
good.
doesn't work
Not
as
as
much.
good. Nope. Okay.
And then he also made a music video for this, which played a ton on MTV.
Yeah. I think MTV really helped him. It helped a lot of people, but I think it helped him a lot.
Yeah, it definitely made him become more mainstream.
Okay. Now we're going to get to the next song. Unless you have more. I don't want to cut you off. Okay.
I'm done.
Delirious, which I think is one of the only songs I've heard that every time I hear it, it makes me laugh. And it's just that. I think it's so silly that like
You've been singing this all week.
I know.
I thought this was your favorite because of how much you've been singing it.
I think it's.
I was sure you
I
would say this
laugh
one.
all the time because of it because it is so funny to me.
I did write maybe my favorite. on this one.
It's so funny to me. There is a type of music, Jennie, that I don't know where it came from. I think Garrett found it or Derek found it or whatever. That the name of this type of music is called penis music. And it reminds me kind of this a little bit. I know you're not going to look into penis music, but...
I'm afraid to Google that.
Oh, I wouldn't Google that. I don't know how they found it. I mean, they found it. I don't know. There's a comedian named DJ Duckhound who's open for like Tenacious D and stuff. Okay, just making sure. And he was here recording something for us, and then Garrett played it, and he's like, "What is this? This is my new favorite kind of music. What is this?" And it's like, "It's penis music." He's like, I love penis music."
What is penis music?
I guess I could look it up. You talked about Delirious for a little bit.
You don't have to look it up. I just thought you might know since you.
It just sounds like a
you
lot of
brought it
noise.
up.
It's a lot of weird noises.
And penis is like that sort of chaos.
I didn't name it. I didn't name penis music.
Did your penis like it?
It was indifferent. It was indifferent.
Because I would say that a lot of the songs on this album are vagina music.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because I was feeling it.
Oh, hell yeah. Respect.
This is the third single on the album.
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3 all in a row. Peaked at number 8. This song is about crushing on a girl that he can't handle, which you probably know something about.
I know about this. Yes.
And I said, sounds so 80s. I loved it.
Yes.
At the time, people were saying this was a rockabilly sound.
Yeah.
I didn't
I
get that.
Because I was reading like the genres that this fell into, and that was one of them. Like rockabilly. What the fuck? I couldn't find it.
The problem with that was that the song was deemed too black for country radio and then too white for R&B stations, but it was a perfect fit for the pop charts. So, also the end of this song has this weird like baby
let's get to
sounds, and I don't know why, and I actually don't like that, even though I do love the song.
I'm with you.
But I don't like the baby.
Does baby say like why is no? Is that 1999? Yeah. So why does everyone have a bomb? That's 1999.
It doesn't have a bomb.
No. That's so funny.
I love it.
I do too.
I thought you guys told me the end of the song.
Well. Yeah, that's also very quiet. Weird. Okay. Jennie, let's pretend we're married. Let's just pretend that.
You're so annoying.
I know. Here we go. I'm going to say this. The song is fine. No problem with the song. But it takes a long time to start. And it's the same drum machine for a minute.
Okay, skip into it then.
Okay.
We know how you love to skip.
Hell yeah. I'm trying to find a speaker. 1 second. Finally. This is explicit, by the way, because they say some things in the song.
That's why I like it.
Yeah. Where's the one part where it's like really dirty?
The part when he says, "I sincerely want to fuck the taste out of your mouth."
That's the part.
I wrote that down.
That is the part.
I didn't
want to
forget it.
You can't forget that.
I like that part. I don't even really know what it means,
I
but
don't
I would
know what
love to
it
find
means.
out.
Oh, I mean, we could try to figure it out if you want.
This was the last single on the album, and it
Okay.
peaked at number 52.
Okay.
Do you remember when we did the last Prince album that we talked about stupid ass Tipper Gore, that uptight bitch? You know she's
Fucking
never. She has
Tipper.
never got the taste fucked out of her mouth. I know that for fucking sure. Al Gore
Tipper.
is not bringing it like that. But she got super mad about the song "Darling Nikki" because she heard her daughter, who was like 11 at the
Right.
time, listening to it.
Right.
So she was like all up in a rampage and she made like the parents' music
Yeah.
fucking
It's
some sort of stupid
because
ass
of that.
council.
It has the
The like parental advisory
Yeah,
stickers.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that was her fucking thing. So this song got these two fucking lame ass bitch baby parents in Cincinnati really mad because it says fucking and stuff like that.
I mean, yeah.
So they started a campaign against porn rock,
Oh,
which all I want to do is listen to that.
yeah.
That's my penis.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
some people also called it rock porn, depending on who you're asking. But they eventually teamed up with Tipper Gore,
Of course.
because they
did.
got the PTA to get on board.
Oh my god.
What the
Fucking
stupid-
PTA.
Anyway, they were trying to stop children from getting access to all this filth
Mm.
because we can't let kids know that sex exists. What if they did? What if kids heard lyrics in music and then it was sexual?
That would be terrible.
What would happen?
Well,
What if-
I'll tell you what, our kids will never listen to those songs. I refuse. And that's why they cannot watch The Simpsons and they're not allowed to listen to Chappell Thank you very much.
The number of times that I have heard the girls sing casual,
It's a lot of times.
specifically the
Mm-hmm.
yeah, okay.
Yep. Well,
Anyway,
you know.
but they don't even know
know
what it means. Who cares? And even if they said, "What does this mean?" If they
We
said,
would-
"What is eating out?" I would just be like, "It's a sex act." And then if they asked further questions, I would explain. They
Yeah.
don't fucking care.
Yeah,
It's not that big of a
It's
deal.
not a big deal. When you act like it's a big deal, then it becomes a big
I'd
deal.
be like, "Look, you're gonna love this one day. Get ready."
Okay, well, that's weird to say.
Well, maybe you won't. Not everyone knows how to do it. So, anyway, they team up with Tipper Gore and her stupid band of fuckfaces. The "oh no, kids know about sex" team. And there's this big Senate hearing on the issue. So it's Tipper Gore on one side being all uptight and stupid as fuck. And then the other side is Frank Zappa, Dee Snider. Any guess what band Dee's in? I know you have trouble with this.
Well, I think it's Twisted Sister.
There you go. You got it. And then John Denver.
Oh.
Unexpected twist with John Denver there.
Nice.
They're on the other side of this. But during the hearing, Al Gore, who I don't have like super strong feelings about either way, and like thanks for inventing the internet, he sarcastically asked Dee Snider if his band's fan club, which are called the Sick Motherfucker Fans of Twisted Sister, was a Christian group. I'm like, okay, Al.
Oh my.
Way to make a point. Also, Tipper wrote a book called Raising PG Kids in an X-Rated Society.
Oh, fuck off. Ew.
So you don't want to read it?
Ew.
I wrote fucking barf. Anyway,
Look at
so
us.
we know how that ended. They won and they got their stupid parental advisory stickers, which honestly, thank you, because when I was younger, the second I saw one of those
You knew
stickers,
you
I'm
wanted
like,
that.
oh, I'm getting that.
I'm getting that one. Yep. Me
It's
too.
the best way to sell music.
Me
I
too.
was like, what is there? Bad words? Fucked up shit? Trust me, I'm going to listen to it.
Yep.
Oh my God, what do you think Tipper Gore thought of Too Short? Remember Too Short? Remember Blowjob Betty? I loved that song.
I don't remember Blowjob Betty, but
we'll listen to it on the way home.
Okay.
I don't think she would have liked that song.
Okay. There's a song in Anora that is probably the dirtiest song I've ever heard,
I'm interested,
and I will play that for you on the way home as well.
and then we'll act it out.
If you want to, sure.
We'll see. I got to listen to it first.
Okay.
Also, this song almost kind of is promoting Christian values if you really think about it, because he says, let's pretend we're married. Like, you can only have sex if you're married.
Right.
So that's why
right,
they're
right.
like,
Which
like
is
he's saying, like, the only way you could be fucking
right.
is if you're married.
Right.
Although
Which-
they are just pretending.
When we held by that rule too, because just like Tipper, we are raising PG kids in an X-rated world.
Yeah, and when we got married to each other and my 2 children were there,
Yeah.
I was still a virgin.
Correct. Thank you.
Because I had not actually been married before you. So
Thank you. Yes. Correct.
I saved myself for you.
I appreciate that.
This song was covered by Tina Turner. I listened to it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Oh, really?
Obsessed.
Did she say the same line?
Yeah, she sings the song.
Oh, yeah. That's sick.
She's not a punk bitch.
That's fun.
It's good.
That's fun. Okay.
That was the end of my notes.
You ready for the
I
next
see
one?
You're trying to look at.
Well, I just want to make sure that I don't want to cut you off.
Did you like that I did all different purples?
I did.
Thanks.
It's very nice. DSMR.
No.
Fuck. I truly think I am dyslexic. I think I am. DMSR.
There you go.
Oh, Lord help me. ASMR. Here we go. Oh, wait. I muted.
DSLs.
Now, this song is long.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the weird thing is they never tell you what DMSR stands for.
I do know though.
I'm joking. It says a lot. Go ahead.
It's like it says it 1,000 times. I'm like, man, you don't fucking pay
It says
attention.
it a lot of times.
Because that could have been real. You don't pay attention.
I don't, but I try to on this show. But, okay, what does it stand for, Jenny?
Dance, music, sex, romance.
Okay. That was my guess.
Which is the order of operation for me as well.
Dance, music. I will say this. I feel like we're talking a lot about sex.
It's a Prince album.
It's a Prince album, but a lot about us doing things, which is, again.
Shawn and I have never had sex,
But
if that helps.
this album, the first time I heard it, I thought it was a little weird. I'm like, this is weird. It's Prince. It's weird. Whatever.
You're so uptight.
I know. Then Jenny started dancing to it, and it totally was like, oh, I get it.
The pervert rears his ugly head again.
I get it. This album rules. I understand now. All I had to do was see those hips move, and then I was like, oh, this album is great. But that's what this is all about. I think Prince would be happy to know that.
That you're a pervert?
No, well, yeah, but also that his music makes people dance the way that
That
made you
his
dance.
music wasn't good enough for you to enjoy until
No.
you became a pervert about it.
Yeah.
I think he would have wanted you to like the music based on the music.
I'm thinking, well, I didn't get the music until I saw you dancing to it, and then I got it more, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Okay. What are your fun
Maybe I
facts
should
on...
have danced more to Shania Twain. You would get that.
Maybe. We can try it.
Okay. This song was never released as a single in the United States, but it was in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I already said what it stands for. This song is about personal liberation and celebrating your sexuality, which was actually pretty unusual in 1982.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something. No.
No. But shouts out.
In that same BBC interview that I read with Lisa Coleman, she said, I was always proud of him because it wasn't in fashion to talk about those things back then. He had a vision about people, about how we could be together, and he managed to create an oasis in Paisley Park for people who heard the message. That was cool, like she was saying. Like, he was so unafraid to be himself, and it really inspired other people to be themselves too.
Yeah. I honestly like do love that about Prince. Like, he is definitely a weird guy, but like I really admire that.
Weirdly sexy though.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know. It's just interesting. Very talented. Very
Yes.
talented.
And confidence is sexy, and being yourself is sexy.
Yep.
Well, depending on what kind of self you are. If you have like tiki torches and khakis, that's not sexy.
That's not
but
sexy, but you know, if you wear
If you're basically any man that's gone to Old Miss, then you're probably not sexy. But
oh man.
sorry, that's too much of the population.
I didn't go there, so I'm not offended. I'm assuming most people watching this didn't go there either.
I actually know 2 people that are going there right now.
Oh, you
'Cause
do?
their parents went there,
Oh.
and that's how they met and fell in love. And
So
they insisted that their 2 sons went
You're
there,
burning them.
even though they didn't want to go. No, I actually like them, and one of them works at the Starbucks when he comes home from the summer.
Okay.
I see him all the time.
All right.
We got to boycott Starbucks. Anyway, move on.
Okay. I'm sure. All right. The next song is Automatic. This one is fun.
So long.
It's very long.
It's 10 minutes.
Yes. And again, I think I do enjoy all these songs in different ways, but I could definitely trim the fat on some of these bad boys.
Oh, you know better than Prince, I see.
I don't. But I'm thinking he could have made it one album if he really wanted to, but he
Didn't want to.
He didn't want to. He didn't want to. And then wait a second. Let me get to the chorus. Hello. This says this a lot. All right. So in love with you.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Now, again, this is one of the longest Prince songs ever.
Wow.
Yeah. Didn't need to be, though, in my opinion, in my humble opinion.
It didn't really need to be for me either.
Yeah.
This was released as a single in Australia, but not in the U.S. I fell into a trance listening to this. Every
Okay.
time I would try to play it again, suddenly I would just be like, where the fuck what am I staring at?
Mm-hmm. Because this
It was
repeats
hypnotic.
a lot. It is hypnotic. It is. It's interesting that it was a single anywhere, honestly. He must have trimmed it down to be like on the radio or something.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know what Australia radio is like.
I don't either.
This song, he's just describing how he feels about his crush.
Mm.
And he says that basically he's the only one good enough for her. Okay,
Yeah.
dude. It ends with the woman's voice saying, I'm going to have to torture you now. And then we hear like crying and whimpering.
Yeah.
And then the video was like S&M.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the video. He
Oh,
was wearing
yeah.
a little jaunty cap.
Oh.
And they were like handcuffing him to a bed, the 2 girls.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I wasn't mad at it. It looked like a good time.
Sure. Okay.
A little too much fog, though.
Oh.
I have asthma. That'd be a problem for me.
That you don't do that. Don't do that to her. All right. The next song is Something in the Water Does Not Compute. I'm gonna jump ahead. It really did inspire so much, though. Like the whole sound of the '80s, I think a lot of it was credit to this, and like him really going hard on the synthesizers. Made
Computed for
by
you.
Giorgio Moroder, which I learned from Daft Punk's album.
Okay.
If you wanted to know.
I was dying to know that.
It reminds me like a video game sound, like like a boss level.
Okay. I can see that.
Yeah,
You gotta fight Bowser.
something like that. Yeah.
This was the B-side to Automatic, so only released in Australia. It's a song about loneliness and alienation. I also like in the middle, he just does the Prince screams that I like so
He sure does.
You don't.
so high pitched.
You don't love, but I love.
I mean, that's fine.
The lyrics are actually really sad,
Hmm.
but the music is so strange and like kind of robotic and interesting that it makes the song not seem sad. So I think that's like kind of a nice balance. Then there's a line towards the end that's like, "Bitch, you think you're special. Well, so do I." It's like, I like that.
That's nice.
You think you're so fucking special, but you know you actually are, so that's probably a good take.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's
I like
sweet.
this song probably a little more than you like it.
Probably, but nothing against it, really. All right, Free. I swear I hit play.
Did you?
I did. Wait, I forgot this one takes a bit. It's like,
I could tell that you're gonna be a bitch about this song.
what?
You had that fucking shit-eating smirk. Go ahead. Don't look at my. Go ahead. Give me your opinion without looking at my notes.
Well, I was gonna say that once it gets to the song part, it's fine. It just takes a while.
That's not what he was going to say.
That's what I was gonna say.
You can go back 15 seconds and see that fucking smirk that he gave, and you knew he was going to be so shitty.
No way.
Now he's changing his mind.
No, Jennie, I would never.
I've known this man for over 20 years.
Lucky ducky. You're so lucky.
It's been a trial.
I bet. I fucking bet. All right.
What's my first note here?
Let's see. This could be my fave.
Yeah, I love this one. It's one of my favorite songs on the album. I like it more than...
Then the next note is Shawn has a bitch grin. Whoa.
No.
How did you say
My next note was perfect amount of screaming.
Okay.
I love all those little shrieks and screams in this one.
Yeah.
There's a line in this song that says, "Be glad that you are free. There's many a man who's not." And I love that line.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
This song's an attempt to cheer people up by putting things in perspective, because plenty of people have it worse than you.
That's true.
Shawn,
Yes, I agree.
Smirky Smirkerson. This song was on his set list for most of his career. He played it all the time.
That's nice.
It's a beautiful song.
It's a nice song.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's fine.
Undeserving of smirks.
Sorry. No more smirks for the rest of the episode. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's not Smirktober.
The
done.
next song. Have we gotten to your favorite yet? Do we have a favorite?
We have not gotten to my favorite yet.
Okay. Lady Cab Driver. Could that be it? No.
No.
That's not it. Okay, if that's not it. That's fine. Just thought maybe. I like how it starts by him saying taxi. He's calling for a taxi. And then he gets in the taxi.
And then he gets in.
And then he gets in the taxi.
Taxi!
What a ride, if you think about it.
Don't make me regret coming here.
Never. I do like this song, actually. This is, you were dancing.
Because you're a pervert.
You were dancing to this
There's
song.
sex songs.
She was dancing.
Noises in this song.
What's that?
This is the one with all the sex
Oh,
noises.
there are
That's
some
why
sex
you like
noises.
Because you're a pervert.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I liked it.
Oh, is this the one when I was washing my hair?
Yeah, she's washing her hair. It's true.
You are a pervert.
I know, but you were dancing to it. It was great. Anyways, sorry. Painting a picture here, and I'm sorry, everyone, but I liked it. Go ahead. What you got? I'm all flustered. You got me all.
Literally nothing happened. This is a sexy song about banging a cab driver.
Yes, it is.
So I saw there was an interview with Jill Jones, who's the singer on this song that does all the sex noises.
Hell yeah.
And she talked about when they were recording this song, Prince, like, while they were recording, was like, I really want it to be like moans and groans. And she was like, what? Because she didn't know that was going to happen.
Uh-oh.
And they're in the studio. So they're there. And he's like, yeah, like, make like sexy noises, like sexy sounds. So he's like watching her and she's trying to do it. And she's like, I can't, like, you have to leave. I can't do this if you're in here. So he had to leave. And he went in the booth while she's in the studio. And then she faced the wall
Oh, wow.
and like made all of her little sex noises. But there had always been these rumors after the song came out that it was really audio of people fucking.
Oh.
And they wouldn't address it. They wouldn't like confirm or deny. So for like decades, people were like, is this actual like sex noise? And she didn't say anything till she did this interview, which was not that long ago.
Wow.
So she's like, I'll tell the real story. Like, no, it wasn't sex sounds. It was just me.
Let's see if we can get to the sex sounds. No? No. I'm working on it. Yep. I can't find it. You know what? Listen to the song. I'm going to hit the sex
Why do you
noises.
have the lyrics up? That would help you find the part.
They're right here, but when would it be like groans, like sex sounds? They wouldn't say that.
I should have marked the time for you.
Thank you. Next time.
Anyway, then I was reading a forum about this song because you know how I love to go see what the public has to say about things.
What did Cake Eater say this time? I'm afraid to ask.
I think it was Pie.
Oh, Pie Eater. It was Pie Eater.
I went on a forum and it was from 2008, and the first comment said, "Sounds like she's being raped."
Oh, what?
And it was someone named Liza Woman 08, and I thought, are you really a woman? Because why would you say Liza Woman as your username? And if so, Liza Woman has never been fucked correctly.
Lies a woman. Mm-hmm.
Well done. Most people were disagreeing and saying that it sounds like she's having fun.
Yeah. Yes.
But then this user, whose name is I Love Annie, said, "It's one of those animal fucks."
What?
Like he's trying to explain to her why the noises sound like this. Like,
okay.
she's not being raped.
Right.
It's one of those animal fucks. One of those pure release ones that can often be a domination of the female. Then he says a bunch more shit that who cares about.
What the fuck?
But then says, "P.S. Glad my missus doesn't make that much noise, though. Having lived in a flat for many years of our life, not now, though. And also having a daughter, we've learnt how to have prison sex when the need arises. In fact, we had it this morning. It was sweaty, muffled, and lovely. Nothing nicer than waking up to a pretty face and a curvy, creamy bod." Why did he write that?
Awesome.
Thank you. I love Annie. Annie is a lucky lady.
Dude, Annie, you are living the dream.
She hit the jackpot.
In 2008, they were having the best quiet sex.
Yeah, it was not one of those animal fucks for them.
Not an animal fuck.
It was muffled and lovely.
If you get a hotel room, then you can have an animal fuck. But if you are just in the house and you're flat with the daughter around,
A flat is an apartment.
I know. But I'm assuming they're English because they're talking about flats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like if you were in a hotel, I think the same rules would apply. It would have to be prison sex again because if he was being so conscientious of the neighbors in the flat,
Well, I think
wouldn't be
he's
a maniac in a
more
hotel.
concerned about the daughter, I would think.
well, they didn't always have the daughter.
That's true.
Not
Yeah.
everyone's given animal fucks every hotel they get into, you freak.
I'm just saying that if you're going to do it away from the kids, that's the safe place. No?
No, elaborate.
Well, I just think that if the kids are at home, it would be a problem for Annie Lover. I love Annie, whatever the fuck. And I think that they probably would sneak off to a hotel every now and then to get a good animal fuck in. Disagree?
No, I just wanted to just leave you in that moment.
Thank you. Thank you for my
Those
my
are the only
present.
notes I had on that.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you found those notes because that is the craziest fucking thing. And only you could have found that research.
There's actually a lot of comments in that about the type of sex that people have had.
Oh.
I had to stop reading because I reached my 20 minutes and I just thought, why is everyone sharing this here?
People get very sexy when it comes to Prince. He brings
Well,
that
that I
out.
do
He
know.
brings that out in people.
Oh, he does.
He does.
He does.
There's something about this man.
But it
who-
doesn't make me want to go on to like the internet and write that I had muffled sex. I just want to say it here.
Yeah, we say it
On this
here.
podcast.
We say that's where
We have
this is-
prison sex.
This is our
time.
place to do that.
Also, prison sex is not a term that
That is not.
It feels non-consensual,
It,
honestly.
it also feels, yeah, that does not seem good.
Because like in all of the fantasies and things I've had in my mind, never once has it been
In
in
prison, no.
We've never role-played that.
Never like a conjugal visit
And I don't even
fantasy.
want to. Although, I'm not against handcuffs.
I didn't know that about you.
I learn something new every day. See, this marriage isn't stale yet.
I didn't know this about you. Okay, well we'll chat about that later.
With them?
No.
My birthday's coming up. Go ahead.
I haven't even. All the critics love you in New York. I don't know.
Rude.
You're fucking with me.
Guess we'll find out.
I guess we'll find out. Okay, we're gonna skip ahead because you don't like to do that. You can dance if you want to, because all the critics love you in New York. Like, this is so weird, but I do. Is this your favorite?
No.
Oh, okay. But maybe it could have been.
Could have been, but it's not.
There's something about the beep, beep, beep. Like, he just keeps finding these little things. I'm like, I'm laughing at this, and I don't hate it. I'm just like, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it is. I like it. Okay, Jenny, what do you got for me on this one?
This is the least pop song on the album. And I said, I do not understand this one at all, but I like it.
Yeah, well, I think it's a sarcastic take on New York's elitist music culture. So maybe the critics don't really love him in New York. He's just making fun of him.
The critics did tend to like this song. It
That's funny.
pretty good reviews.
Okay.
The song's like chaotic. It's funky. It's sexy. It's weird. And there's like this strange part in there where I think it's supposed to be like a cop pointing out a public masturbator.
Oh.
Did you catch that?
Yeah.
I didn't know why that was there. But on Nextdoor, literally this morning, somebody said, watch out. There is a guy masturbating on unsuspecting people.
On them?
Yes, on them.
That's terrible.
So then I tried to click on it. Emma was with me, and it said, you don't have permission to view this post. I'm like,
Why not? Are you not 18?
Barely.
Okay.
So yeah, there's someone jizzing around our neighborhoods.
Well, that's not what you
watch out
want.
for that.
I will keep an eye out. Thank you. Okay, now time for Jenny's favorite song on the album.
Yes, correct.
And I knew this because I know her so well, and we are in love. And International Lover is the name of this song. This is a good song.
This is my new shower song.
Okay. Noted. May I have this dance? May I have this dance? It appears that you could use the date tonight.
We never have dates.
This is a kind of our date.
Thank you.
It's not.
I
But
didn't even get dinner.
I made you dinner. Wasn't the best dinner though, but it was fine.
Thank you.
Yep, Jenny, you're welcome.
So depressed that you think these are our dates.
No, but
that's why we never go on dates, because you think
No.
this is it.
No, I'll take you on a date. I'll take you on a real date.
He won't.
I will. Where do
This
you want to go?
Now I gotta plan it.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I'll plan it. Don't worry, everyone. I'll update you next time about
Yeah, write this in the fucking shit.
the date.
It's not gonna. He's not gonna take me on a date. Guess how I know?
How?
Because we never go on dates.
Okay. Well,
The
that's
romance is dead.
that. What of all the talking we just had earlier? It's dead.
That wasn't romance.
What was that?
That's perversion.
Oh,
That's fucking.
is that isn't that romantic? No.
It's not.
Okay. Now I know.
I just like to fuck. That doesn't mean that you're romantic.
Oh, yeah. I'm not very good at being, but I would like to be better. So I will work on that. Okay. International Lover is an over-the-top, seductive closing ballad. Do you agree?
Yes. It's
Okay.
perfect. No notes. This was the B-side to Little Red Corvette.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's good.
This was originally written and recorded for Morris Day in the time. But Prince decided to hold it back for his own album. That's why Morris Day plays the drums on this version.
Oh,
'cause
interesting.
It's not originally going to be a Prince song.
And now a drum machine. Like most of the drums are on
Right.
this.
And I said, so hot.
Yeah.
Good thing you got a vasectomy, because we would have made another baby to this song. The song is Seducing Me. I Want to Be an International Lover.
Yes.
He received his first Grammy nomination for this song.
Okay.
Best R&B vocal performance, male, but he lost to Michael Jackson's Billie Jean.
Which tough luck you went against Billie Jean, you know?
I would have picked this over Billie Jean.
Really?
I love Billie Jean, but
Me
this
too.
song is better.
To
me.
Yeah.
To me, this song is better.
I need to sit with that one for a second. I'll let you know later what I think about that. But maybe. It's a good song.
I had a boyfriend in high school
What?
who also corrected me all the time and was not correct. Another incorrector. Maybe that's my type.
Oh, come on.
But he would always correct me about the lyrics of Billie Jean, and
What-
he was not.
What did he think they were?
correct. It was kid versus child. It doesn't matter. But it was really fucking annoying. But
Yeah.
back then, we couldn't just get
You
on the
can't just
internet.
look
and,
it up in 2 seconds.
Show him.
Yeah. That sucks.
I wish I could. That guy was fucking annoying.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. All right.
I'm sure he's lovely now.
Probably. Do you want to get? Oh, actually, we're done with the album. That's the album, folks. That was it.
It was amazing.
The 100th album has been completed.
That was a great 100th album.
I agree. Do you want to rank it for you?
Yes, I'm gonna give it 4.5.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a 4.25, right up there with Jennie.
Tough.
But great fun time.
Feels like you always rank everything lower than I do.
I mostly do. Bob Marley ranked higher than you, though. Fun fact. Okay, let's see what our friends at Rolling Stone had to say about this
Okay.
album. Hopefully there's no this individual letters because we all know I cannot read those. Okay. I didn't want to do a double album, Prince said, but I just kept on writing. Of course, I'm not one for editing. The second half of 1999 is just exceptional, sex-obsessed dance music. The first half is the best fusion of rock and funk achieved to that date. It lays out the blueprint for Prince's next decade. Except for a few background hand claps and vocals, Prince plays most every instrument himself and creates a relentless, irresistible musical sequence of Apocalypse, 1999, and the raunchy sex that he proposes as the only possible response, Little Red Corvette, Let's Pretend We're Married, Delirious, and, well, just about every other song on the album. Very, very sexy.
Good reading.
Thanks, babe. A little bit of a hiccup, but that's okay. All right, now we're going to talk about the song of the week.
Great
Which I should
song.
pull it up. I should pull that up.
I love this song.
Yes.
I've always loved this song.
Yes.
I'm a Motown girl.
You are. And again, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I went to Motown, and I didn't fully appreciate
I
it
don't
at
wanna
the
hear about
moment.
it.
Now, I will say, too, it was closed and under construction, so
That's
I
what you
couldn't really
deserve.
couldn't go in, which sure. But I was outside the building. I took a picture and sent it to you, if you remember.
Yes, and you went to Dollywood because you do everything that I deserve without me.
Yeah.
And poor Dolly's husband passed away.
I saw
yesterday.
that.
was so sad. They were married for like 60 years.
I know. Poor Dolly.
I know. Sad.
Okay, here we go. Oh, I muted it, huh? Banger. Me too. This is Motown fucking rules. It really rules.
Took you long enough.
It did, but this show has really showed me how much I love Motown. Okay. Her voice is great too.
Oh my God, yes.
So good. All right, Jennie, what do you got for me?
Okay, this song is by Martha and the Vandellas. It came out July 31st, 1964. It was written by Marvin Gaye, William Mickey Stevenson, and Ivy Jo Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. Let's see. So, when they first wrote this song, Mickey was married to a woman named Kim Weston, who's a singer. She has this song called Love Me All the Way. It's so fucking good. Anyway, so he wrote the song with Marvin Gaye for her, and then Ivy Jo added the music. So he wanted someone to record a demo vocal so he could take it home and play it for her to see if she would be interested in recording it. His secretary at the time, Martha, was the person that he asked to sing it because she can sing. So she went into the studio and sang this version of the song.
Wow.
And when she was done, like complete silence fell over the control room. And this is from Mickey's memoir. And he said, Marvin, Ivy Jo, and I all looked at each other in shock. We all heard and felt the same thing. Martha sung the song like a star. So they gave her the song.
That's
'Cause they're like,
crazy.
that was so fucking good. Because the way that it was originally written, Marvin sang it for Martha to be like, here's how I want it to sound. And it was more of like a love song.
A ballad,
like
right?
A ballad.
Yeah.
And then she was like, can I try it my own way? And they were like,
dude, it's like that thing you do.
Go ahead.
You gotta get shades on the drums.
It was like that. And so she was just imagining it in a different way.
So I'm sorry, she was a secretary? Is that what you said?
Yeah, she was a secretary, but she's also a singer.
Okay.
So she was a secretary at like a music place trying to
make it. Jesus.
So he was like, yeah, if you can just put the vocal down so I can bring it to my wife. And then Martha said in her autobiography that the song was one of her crowning achievements. And she added, I've always said that Dancing in the Street was Mickey Stevenson's greatest gift to me. Not only did he write it, but he produced it as well. Kim Weston always reminds me that the song was written in her attic because she was married to Mickey at the time, and I always tease her that she let a good song get away right out from under her roof.
Damn.
Which is so funny.
That is funny. That's crazy.
It is crazy. But she said that like when she read it in her own mind, she was already envisioning like block parties and Mardi Gras and like a celebration.
Right.
So
Which I think they said that it was written because they saw kids playing in their fire hydrant in the street, like this, like having a good time.
Okay.
And some people took it as a protest song.
Yes.
And a protest anthem, which it was also used at protests as well, but that was not the intention.
Also read.
Right. It wasn't the intention when it was written. It wasn't like about that. But also some stations wouldn't play it because they thought it was a protest song, so they refused to play it. Exactly.
Oh, God forbid.
Probably Tipper Gore's radio station.
That fucking bitch.
I know.
She's probably dead now. R.I.P.
Tipper Gore? Oh, yeah. She's dead. I actually have no idea if she's dead
miss
or not.
her. Sorry, Tipper. I'm sure you did lovely things as well. But
I don't
fucking
think
tight
so.
ass. Anyway, she recorded this song and got it in 2 takes, so that's pretty good.
Dang.
In 2006, the Library of Congress added it to the National Recording Registry, and it was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 1999. Strangely enough.
How about that?
Billboard named this song number 29 on their list of 100 greatest girl group songs of all time.
Dang.
The number 1 song was Be My Baby by the Ronettes.
Oh,
Fucking
yep.
love
that song. Love that song, yeah.
Also, I don't know if you've ever seen this movie. It's called One Crazy Summer.
I've not.
Okay. Well, in the movie, the end, it ends with this song. It's like this big celebration. Also, we should watch this movie. I want to tell you the end, but I won't because I'm probably going to force you to watch it.
Yeah.
It's, in my mind, one of the best movies from being a kid. I'm pretty sure it's not good.
Okay.
But John Cusack's in it.
Oh.
Like, it has like a huge cast, and his name in the movie is Hoops.
It's a dumb
And
name.
Bobcat Goldthwait is in it too.
Ooh, you
and
know
his
I'm a
name
Bobcat
is
fan.
Egg in the movie, and there's
We
a
got
part
Hoops and Egg, huh?
he gets stuck in like a Godzilla suit and is like crashing around. Like, this is very funny. We have got to watch it. Anyway, Demi Moore is in it too.
Oh shit!
She
All
has,
right.
like these weird braids, and I thought she was so fucking cool because she was.
Still is.
Demi Moore also in the movie Mr. Brooks, starring one Kevin
Who?
Costner. Just
Kevin
FYI.
Costner.
Anyway, we should watch that movie because I loved it. And you would watch it and be like, oh my God, everyone is in it.
Mm-hmm.
Came out in the 80s. Anyway, this song has been covered by 1 million people. And earlier I was trying to listen to it right before we came here.
Yep.
And so Shawn was guessing who sang each cover.
I was trying to guess who the voices were.
You missed the first one.
Could not get the Kinks.
Could not get the Kinks. And my note for that was, meh.
Yeah, okay.
You did guess the Mamas and the Papas correctly.
And I was proud of myself for that one.
My review was just okay.
I like her voice. I always
Although
liked
her dance
voice.
moves.
Oh, there's a video with it?
Yeah, it looked like a cartoon the way she was dancing, and I did like that. Then I played The Grateful Dead. You did not guess that one.
No,
I
would
also
never.
hated it. It was 16 minutes long, and I had to
Of course
turn it off
was. Now I know that we have some Deadhead fans.
And I love that for you,
Jason
but not for
Cryer, if you are watching this.
me. Oh, you know I love Jason Cryer.
But
wait, where's my tattoo? He picked the font for this one.
Jason Cryer did pick
Thanks,
the font
Jason.
for Jennie's tattoo.
I love it.
But I do not love The Grateful Dead.
No, I don't either.
But I'm not so familiar, so maybe I'll find something later.
I am familiar, and I'm not a huge fan, but I appreciate what they do, and they bring so many people together.
That's true.
They have a huge community.
They do.
And ice cream, so.
And Annie Cohen loves them.
Good for it. Oh, he does.
So
Yeah,
that
you're
video.
right. You guessed correctly on Van Halen, and I
Yeah.
was really proud of you for that because you
Thanks.
know how much I love Van Halen.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That one has a certain charm, but still, like, no,
Mhm.
why'd you record the song? But then the last one,
Mm-hmm.
the best one,
Yes, agree.
David Bowie and Mick Jagger.
Yeah.
They recorded this for Life Aid. They thought they were gonna, or Live Aid. They thought they were gonna get to go and perform it, but it turns out they couldn't.
Oh.
So they had to send in a video. So they recorded the song and shot the video in less than 24 hours.
Dang.
And since we watched the video, I think that's clear.
Yeah.
It's sexually charged. Like,
It is.
I thought they were going to kiss a bunch of times. I wanted them to.
I did too. I want to show the audience how close they were. It was like.
I was into it.
They were like they were there. They were.
I've never understood the magnetism that Mick Jagger has. I'm not a huge Rolling Stones gal. I've never got what people are attracted to until I watched this fucking weird ass video from the 80s. The outfits were everything. I was absolutely obsessed. The dancing was wild. I don't know what they were doing. I was like, I get it.
They're singing.
I finally get it.
Use an example. Do you mind? They're like this, and they're just singing
They
their
were.
hearts out, and it's like, dang, they're.
I was here for
They're
it.
right there.
I loved every second. I watched the whole video. Everybody else, I just watched like a little piece of the song to see how they covered it. And this one, I couldn't tear my eyes away.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I watched the whole thing too. Yeah. And then Sawyer came over and she watched it with us.
Yeah, it was really good. I'm watching.
And I was like, Sawyer, these are the two of the most famous rock and roll
that's what I'm gonna watch to
icons
get
of
in the mood.
all time. Okay.
That's true. In 2011, that was voted the 8th best collaboration of all time in a Rolling Stone readers poll.
Those two together?
Yeah.
How
doing
about
that
that
song.
How about that?
Number 1 was Boyz II Men and Mariah Carey's One Sweet Day.
Okay. That's a good one.
Classic.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like you didn't care about that.
Yeah. Not as much as I like the Mick Jagger one. Okay.
The absolute disrespect of
What?
Boyz II Men and Mariah Carey.
No. No, God, no. I just don't know the song,
Legends.
honestly. I'm not sure which one. I'll pull it up right
that
now.
didn't make it better. That made it worse.
I'll pull it up right now. What was it called again?
Fuck you, dude.
Come on.
Mood ruined.
What
I was
was?
gonna take you home and cuff you to the bed.
Were
and
you
do
really?
things, but now no.
I'm trying to learn. Don't do that. Don't say that to me. What was the song called
That
again?
song's a 5.
The song is a 5 for me as well. What was? Okay, Boyz II Men, Mariah Carey.
One Sweet Day.
One Sweet Day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Wow,
you.
what a cunt.
Sweet Day.
You don't know the song?
I'm sure once I hit play, I'll know the song. Just the title.
To be married to me for so fucking long and to not know every single thing about Mariah Carey.
Oh, okay. I know the song. I know.
I don't know if I believe it.
I definitely do. This was like in like 1,000 movies. Like all the credits. It's got to be.
He doesn't know this fucking song.
I do.
Trust me, I'll be Googling to find out which movie credits this is in.
Doesn't it sound like it would be in like the credits for a movie?
No, it's not the Goo Goo Dolls.
What?
That fucking movie with Meg Ryan and Nicolas
Yeah,
Cage.
of course. City of Angels.
Yeah.
That soundtrack had that Alanis Morissette song, Uninvited.
I love that
That song fucking rules. That movie sucks. That movie's terrible.
The movie was terrible, but I'm not gonna lie, I fucking love that Goo Goo Dolls song. I don't remember what it's called.
Iris. Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
It's good. All right. Speaking of good, Jenny, please pick a next album. Will you be on again? I don't know. Maybe.
Likely, because it seems like you're never gonna do any research or invite another guest.
I did research, and I like having you on.
He likes having me on because he knows I'll do all the work.
No, babe.
Just like in bed. 381.
What? That is not true. 381. Here we go. What could it be?
I'm excited.
What?
Madonna.
Maybe. Who knows?
Otis Redding.
391. Close. 381. Leonard Skinnerd. It's their first album, I think. Pronounced Leonard Skinnerd. Is that what it's called? Pronounced Leonard Skinner? I don't know. 1973.
I like it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just them sitting by a building.
I think I actually have this CD.
Do you really? I don't know much about Leonard Skinner.
Simple Man. Is
We
my
almost got
favorite
Tame
one.
Impala. That would be exciting. I'm excited for that one. Almost got the Kinks. That would have been weird.
You couldn't even recognize them today. You almost got Charles Mingus.
Mhm.
If this has Simple Man, then I do have this album.
Okay. Well, I do know that
If
song.
not, then maybe,
That's a great song.
maybe not.
381 for the song is. Thank you. The Slits, Typical Girls.
I don't know that.
Me neither, but we'll learn it.
The Slits.
The Slits.
I'm not going to guess what I think that means.
I will guess
Go ahead.
vagina. Thank you so much.
Disgusting. I would have never said that.
You would have said that.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Hey, Jennie, thank you for being on.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, you guys, we got through 100 episodes. I've had the best time doing the show. I really loved it. And thank you for everyone who has signed up for my Patreon, patreon.com/Shawn Chatfield. It means a lot to me that you're all here.
To shout out people again?
Yes, we're shouting out Kevin Hilt and Turtleverse again because
our old friends.
Because Dan and Kevin, without you guys, I couldn't do the show. Well, I probably could, but I wouldn't want to. What?
Turtleverse's name is Dan.
Turtleverse's name is Dan.
I don't know why. I just assumed his name would be one of the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, no, Dan.
I have no idea why I thought that.
Every time we go to Boston, we see him. We actually go to his house every time I'm in Boston. And he always gets us snacks. The nicest guy.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, just lovely.
What
lovely. And Kevin,
Thanks,
again,
Dan.
always gives me stuff too. So
thanks, Kev.
Thank you, everyone. And if you want to sign up for Patreon, you can. If you want to get up to the gold member, I'll talk about you too, if you want. Anyways, I love you all. Jennie, I love you most. And I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.